Bill, I've just come up with an idea, a new invention. We'd like to hear about it. Probably not. It's very dark these days, isn't it, these lights? These light bulbs are getting really dark lately. You only get about 30 fucking watts a light bulb. Trying to starve us of light, you know. Sometimes, you know. And I had an idea. Postman, I'm a postman, Bill. So I just had 3 days off, and yeah, got some lovely stuffed peppers. I'm here for a cookery program. And yeah. You know how it is when it pisses down with rain? You know, and you're a postman, yeah? And you have to go to every address and post letters through letterboxes, yeah? And the letters get soaking wet in the rain, don't they? Yeah? The letters get soaking wet in the rain. I have a great idea. An umbrella. I said my idea is, I call it an umbrella. Umbrella, not an umbrella. An umbrella is something you carry. You know how it is in the rain when you, when you don't want to get wet, and you have this thing called an umbrella. You have an umbrella, yeah, which you carry, yeah, to stop the rain getting on you. Well, being a postman, I need both my hands, you see. To work, I need both my hands free, so that I can, because I hold letters in one hand like that. I sort of like hold letters in one hand and then I post them with the other hand. So I can't really carry an umbrella because I'm a postman. I can't really carry an umbrella because I've got one hand full with letters, right? So I've got one hand full with letters, and the other hand is posting the letters through the letterboxes, like, you know what I mean? So I thought of an umbrella. An umbrella is my latest idea. Because you know how it is when you're posting letters in the rain and it's pissing down, you know, when it comes down in buckets and you're walking around the streets with your letters in your hands. And the letters get soaking wet, don't they? The letters get fucking soaking wet. And the letters sort of like turn into papier-mâché in your hands, yeah? And the letters sort of turn into papier-mâché in your hands. Almost, you know? Soggy letters. And you have to you have to push these soggy letters, which have just got drenched by about a ton of rain or whatever. And you have to push them through the letterbox, and when you push them through the letterbox, they sort of like turn into papier-mâché kind of thing, so that people sort of like get their letters and they're sort of, what a nightmare. Like getting the same pizza leaflet 4 weeks in a bloody row. To deliver, I said, like getting the same 4 pizza leaflets every night, every day for 4 weeks in a row. You poor bastards. Never mind. Anyway, yeah. Now, what an umbrella is you know how it is when it rains, right? You like to take shelter, yeah. So you might hide in a bus station or something like that. You know, like you have this bus station which is like got a bit of a hood on it, hasn't it? So that when it rains, you can sort of like get into the bus station so that you don't get too wet or something like that. I don't mind getting wet, man. I don't mind getting wet at all. Yeah, I've done water sports once or twice before. But know what you do. Because you know how I suppose it depends if you're left or right-handed, you know. I mean, it's supposed to depend if you're left or right-handed. What you do is you have a little shelter, like a little bus shelter. A plastic, a clear plastic bus shelter that links to your arm. It clips around your arm. You see? It will clip around your arm. It's like a little bus shelter that clips around your arm, like that, like a little hood, like a little clear plastic hood to go over your arm. To stop the letters, it goes over your arm and goes over your hand as well. It's sort of like a bit of a shield. It's almost like a plastic shield. My invention, this is. I call it an umbrella, right? An umbrella. And what you do it's a bit of a plastic sheet, and this plastic sheet goes from, well, it goes from basically from your wrist, basically to your wrist. So it covers the hand, so it sort of like curves over the hand, so that you can sort your letters underneath the shelter. It's like a sort of plastic shield. It'll go from the, I suppose I could draw a picture of it, but imagine it, all right? Try and imagine it, right? Like maybe like, well, like a curve thing. So that we don't have to deliver wet letters, right? This is so that we don't have to deliver wet letters when it rains, you see. I mean, to be honest, if you want to stay dry, you can always wear a mac or a plastic mac or an umbrella hat or something. I don't care. I quite enjoy the rain sometimes. But what I'm saying is, like, you could have sort of like basically like a bit like a bus shelter, you know, a curved plastic, clear plastic shield almost. So the shield, it was sort of like clip to your arm, just like that. A clip here, you have a clip there and a clip there to hold the shield. And then you have a plastic shield that goes over the, kind of like goes over the arm, over the wrist sort of thing. So that when you're holding your letters, you can look through the shield, because it's clear. You can look through it and see the address on the letter. And because you've got the plastic shield covering the letters, right? Because you have a plastic shield covering the letters, you can still read the addresses on the letters, you see. And then you can walk, then you just walk normally. You walk normally, you don't have to pretend anything, you know, you just walk normally with your letters, sort of thing. Well, it'd be in the other hand for me, it'd be in this hand, wouldn't it? No, it'd be in the left hand. For me, it'd be on the left hand here. Because I suppose when I'm holding letters, it's a bit like that. So I suppose when I'm holding letters, it's a bit like that, sort of, well, a bit like that sort of thing. So for me, it'd be like, you can wear it like, you know, you have a clip or a gauntlet, whatever, and a plastic shield that just covers the letters, just about up to about there, you know, up to about A4 size. So it's sort of a nice clear, you know, clear plastic shield covering the letters so they don't get soaking wet. Basically to cover the letters so they don't get soaking wet. And then you can walk to the address, letters still under the shield, and you get your letters, and you post them through the letterbox before they get wet. See, so for me it'd be like, because I'm right-handed, I'd wear the shield on my left hand, you see. But you can wear the shield on your right hand if you're left-handed, sort of thing. But what it is like, it clips onto your arm like that, like a sort of one armband or whatever, you know, however you want to do it. A buckle would do the job. And then you sort of like, you know, you have a plastic shield, like a bus shelter, that just goes over your arm to about A4 size. Because we're going to get A4, up to A4, don't we, with letters. We're going to go up to A4 size. So it sort of covers the area there. It's like a clear plastic shield that clips to your arm. That's my idea anyway. A clear plastic shield. So that when we are posting letters in the pouring rain, we can wear a shield on our arm that covers the letters so that we can post them dry. So that we can keep the letters dry. That's Bill's idea, by the way. My invention for 2018, one of them. Bill Bailey. William Joseph Bailey, actually. But yeah, a plastic shield, a sort of like, kind of like, just to cover the letters so that you can sort of keep them dry when it's raining, and you can still see the address through the lid. And you just post the letters in the letterbox from there. Be simple.